Hard telling.
Alrighty, good afternoon, everybody. We are back again. Alright, so I have got an amplifier that I built several months ago for the guy. It is a Rainmaker amplifier. The guy kind of dressed it up here a little bit and redid the top. He wanted it a little different, I guess. Well, anyways, this amplifier went to another shop, and they tried to put bias in it, and apparently something went wrong. So we are going to pull it all apart. We're going to pull out their version of biasing, and we're going to go ahead and wire in our version. So I mean, this was sent in just the way I see it. So like I said, I'm going to pull all this out and redo all the biasing and put it in there right. I know we've got at least one bad transistor. The reason why is because the output swamping resistor, balancing resistor, excuse me, is bad. It's actually cracked. I don't even know if it'll flake or not, but it's cracked and burnt. So we're going to go ahead and replace this. I'm going to guess that it's probably this transistor here. Looking at it, the reason why is because I'm sitting there looking at the feedback resistors, and this one's got a slight tinge to it. So that's what I'm going to guess, is that that's the one that failed in the overall grand scheme of things. It's a hair or lint or something here. So we're going to pull all the transistors. We're going to check those and find out which ones are good, which ones are bad. We're actually going to replace the entire lot. And go ahead, the customer went ahead and sent me 4 brand new transistors so that we've got a good matching pair. So these are 2879C, which is what's in there. These are a 23D08 versus what's in there right now, which is a 20D08. So we're going to go ahead and swap these out and retune it. I'm going to pull all the biasing format out. I'll be able to reuse the resistors. I'll look at the diodes and this configuration here, and we'll redo all this and clean it up a little bit and make it serviceable for what we're doing. So bear with me, and we will come back and see what we can get into on this. All right, guys, catch you in a little bit. Good afternoon, everybody. We are back. All right, so I finished this up just a little bit ago. So we wound up going through. I did have to replace all 4 transistors. 3 of the 4 were damaged, and only 1 actually was still good, which was all the way over here. So we went ahead and replaced all 4 of them. So we've got matching transistors now across the amplifier. Got that taken care of. I went ahead and was able to go ahead and use the 10 ohm 20 watt resistors that the customer or whoever had left in here. So we went ahead and reused these and tweak the biasing accordingly. So I went ahead and I mounted those down, cleaned that all up, and one of the things that I used, I don't know if you can see it here in the video or not, I'll bring it up here on the side just a little bit. All right, you're going to see a little bit of white stuff here, and what that is essentially a thermal glue, if you will. So we went ahead and connected these or bonded these directly down to the circuit board to go ahead and help dissipate the heat. That way we can make a good conduction. It's just the same as putting our heatsink compound underneath the transistors. Only in this case we're using it for the resistors itself. So it gives it an adhesion, but it also helps draw the heat from the component down to the circuit board and then to the heatsink. So that's the reason why we kind of did that. And since they were so bulky, we didn't want to risk them being able to be jostled or moved around at a later date. So we went ahead and did that. Went ahead and put brand new 0.1 disc capacitors here. I did that because the other ones that were on there, they weren't. Well, one of them was broke, and they just weren't real stable. So these are a little bit heavier duty. So we don't have to worry about these moving around again. And went ahead and connected up our DC input that's going to go into this for our voltage divider. So we went ahead and did that. Just rebuilt. I didn't use any of the original diodes that was in there. For this particular setup, it wasn't really the right ones. So I went ahead and did away with those, built my own version, put those in there, hooked up our Class C chokes, wired it into our relay back here. That's one of the reasons why I love using the 3-pole relays when it comes to biasing. It's just a great way to do it. So we went ahead and did that. Went ahead and added this capacitor up underneath here. That is for the delay itself. So when the switch is up, it is in AM mode. When the switch is down, it is in sideband mode for the delay. So, and off is going to be your center position is going to be your off. All right. So went ahead and did that. I went ahead and had to retune the input. There again, we've got new transistors. So the tune changed a little bit, not a lot, but it did change just a little bit. So went ahead and compensated there for that. All right, so let's go ahead and get some numbers here real quick. I'm just going to be using the President Richard on this for the test because we're just we're just testing it out, and it's going to produce pretty good numbers. So bear with me here, and let's see. When we come back, I'll flip over to the other camera, and we'll get you some numbers on that. Okay, so I got the other camera set up here for the video. Let's see here. Let's zoom on it. So get this brought up a little bit. We'll get quite all 4 of them in there, but we'll get the 3 main. All right, so we are currently on our Mr. Coily dummy load for this. All right, so we've got 5 watt slug in reverse going back to the dummy load. We got 1,000 watts in peak, and I'll actually have to turn the switch on here. I forgot I've got that hooked into that as well. So we got 1,000 watts in peak and 1,000 watts in average. So I don't know if I can get any more of that glare off the meters or not. Actually, I can. There we go. I forgot I've got a dimmer control on that. Okay, so 5 watt slug in reverse going back to our dummy load, 1,000 watts in peak and 1,000 in average. So let's key this up. Okay, so 125 watt carrier. Hello, audio. So 800 peak on a 4 pill with just a radio drive. Hello, radio, audio. Audio. So looks like about 575 on the RMS. That's real good. Like I said, just using the President Richard. Hello, audio. 800 peak. Audio. And about 3/4 of a watt reflex. So great. The input. Hello, audio. It was also about 3/4 of a watt. All right. So got you all taken care of, big guy. So got you cleaned back up. Got it back to working just like it was whenever we shipped it out. Probably a little bit better, especially with the biasing in there. Like I said, the switch here up is going to be your AM. Center position is off, and down is going to be your delay. Alrighty, guys. I'll get this edited and put back together for you, and we'll get this closed up. I've got another one yet right behind it that we're going to be working on as soon as I get this one unplugged, get the top on, and I'll go ahead and make some labels for the front for the new switch that we put in there. So, all right, guys, I appreciate it. Take care.